So in the midst of a domestic conflict, the civil rights era, which started with the Kennedys, of course, with such promise, but hadn't really been fulfilled in a number of ways, and indeed probably still hasn't.
The founding principles on which you established the school.
Well, we said we were going to be a progressive school.
Which meant to you?
Meant to you that the teacher shouldn't speak more than 50% of the time.
Did you have to raise money for this venture?
We just took our savings and we started a business. And we didn't have any other investors. We did not take pay for the first 2 years. And I lived in the school until I got married. We certainly had some quirky kids. Kids who, they wanted to be, their parents wanted them to be treated as complete human beings, not as just little things. Stuff's pretty good. I guess you would say IQs or test scores and so on. Certainly above the 50th percentile. I think it's significant, but I don't know. I haven't checked the records in the paper for many years, but I think probably a year went by when we didn't have from probably the early 70s on, that we didn't have a National Merit finalist. And several National Merit Scholarships Awards and National Achievement Awards for minority students. Conversations about it. They liked the feeling of it. And when we picked teachers, we were extremely careful that we didn't get people who felt too exalted by their position or felt too powerful.
I think it's correct that now Burke has a reputation for having a number of very high quality, long tenured teachers, and maybe even more than others.
Yeah, I'm happy about that.
And is that a trend that you started intentionally, or did that just develop?
Well, certainly you want to keep your experienced teachers if if you're satisfied and happy with them. We wanted people who were willing to step into students' lives, and we asked them to play a lot of roles. They'd teach, be an advisor, to be a coach if possible, or to assist in this. We didn't want teachers to be exclusively in the classroom. We wanted them in other roles. I wanted them to see the kids in other roles. We wanted the kids to see them in other roles. And I don't think that was a conscious decision on our part at the beginning.
Why did you decide to name the school after Edmund Burke?
It's very simple. We were looking for a name, and who said all that need be done for the world to perish? Edmund Burke said that. And I knew enough about him that I liked him. He was known. George Will would not call him a liberal, but
no, I would say he was rather conservative politically.
Well, he was conservative in a lot of ways. He believed in evolutionary change rather than radical change, but he supported the rights of Catholics in Ireland. He opposed the king and his country in his defense of why the people of America have a right to revolt. He preached tolerance for homosexuals in 18th century England. He wrote the legislation for Wilberforce that led to the abolition of the international slave trade.
When you go back to the school now and you interact with the students, sort of what is it that you notice that makes you think this is what I thought it would be? This is exactly how it should be.
I think the kids are proud of what they've accomplished individually. But they're backed, it seems, maybe I'm seeing what I want to see, by 100% of their classmates. There doesn't seem to be a lot of envy. There might be, I don't know. There have been on a couple of occasions when Sean and I were there. Only one serious one, but so that makes me